Slark, the Underlord is game number 2, Entity up against Liquid with B Copper and Lukoth.
Thank you very much. Coming into this second game, it's win or lose, I guess, based on one hero. Sure. Either Underlord wins and they win the game, or Slark wins and they win the game. How much do you agree with that, Luke?
Always a big fan of those. Like, either you win or you lose. Team Liquid, there's smoke, but they know someone's on the high ground. I thought it was going to be a Chain Frost, but only level 1 Lich.
Yeah, level 1 might end up dying, but gets far enough back. Now you're starting to get the Essence Shift stacks. Blood Grenade, Axis thrown once again. These heroes low on Liquid.
30 seconds to battle.
Mickey, they'll survive. Does Fishman on this Lich?
Everybody's fine. Team Liquid did set up vision behind enemy tier 1 tower. So they will see something going on. Blood grenades being used as well. This item, I thought it was gonna get nerfed to the ground in the 733C. Because I think they used 3 of those already. So you want to buy them, especially on this Vision 4 Clinks. I tested it out when I seen the changes. I'm like, this Star Bomb looks pretty good. I know who's a big fan of Clinks. Shopify Rebellion, Crit, he's definitely... I know he was so mad when they changed that you got permanent damage from one of his skills. I was also like spamming it because I saw it from him. And now Clinks is back in meta, so I think Crit should also be pretty happy about this one. It's a lot of slow. The impact that you can have on this position for Clinks is really, really good, especially at the early stages of the game. You can easily rotate. You do have a little bit of extra survivability coming up in the jetpack. Now basic ability as well.
Do you think it's going to have the same or similar impact to what we saw in the Pudge the first game, or is it played a little bit
No, you can't do as much. I mean, you can try to die level 1. That's what's happening at the moment.
He's getting run down. And one more right click. There it is. Mickey gets first blood, and that's exactly what they do.
It's a super strong lane from Liquid. Blink can't really do much in this one, because I think it's going to be fairly difficult having magical nuke damage, especially once they hit that level 2, level 3 on side of Liquid. Once you have Point and Frostbite, Crystal Noah, and Dawnbreaker has a stun as well. I think Clinks is going to feed in this lane. I don't think this particular one he's going to be able to do as much, but definitely a hero to look out for.
Over towards bottom to try and get a kill there onto GH. Now they've focused their attention on the side. Bounce the leash. Shift stacks starting to get there. There's a slow on a Fishman. The damage on the Zai, they back off as they get under the tower range. And they are getting these heroes quite low, but you're going to have to start getting some results on this and getting these kills, where GH now turns around, had himself that stick. Charge out.
Level 1 Clicks at the moment. 7-second cooldown on that power bomb. He's very annoying, but Toby, he's not getting much of the call. And as soon as you get close, Watson will get a kill. I can't even go for another one.
Yeah, still turning, still going, and Zai falls here to the flanks. The rotation is prosperous for now. Like you said, how will work out for Toby, and then Fishman die under that tower, and Katomi.
Zai's like, thank you very much. He's gonna take it, getting some extra gold. Looks good on stats, on post-game stats as well. Zai's the only type of a player that can get a double kill without even being there. He's in the fountain.
He was dead for most of it. I just did that. Very, very beneficial for him. He didn't even have to do anything with his mouse and keyboard. And I feel like those components are very, very important.
Let's see where Clinks is going right now. He's trying to stack up some jungle. Level 2 doesn't have a point yet. He can only eat level 4 creeps with level 1 death pack. It's a lot of text. Like, you need to eat that for like good 35 seconds for people to read. Also, it has alt as well. Some extra text, of course.
Toby in trouble. Comes onto his team. They're trying to get the kill loose out of the Crystal Maiden. They'll get themselves at least straight onto Toby. Well, there's a fight also happening over bottom, so the right click's coming in from this flank, trying to get Mickey on the return. Bottom lane, the chase is on a Fishman as well as Watson from Zai. Maiden and the Beastman for now.
Katomi did not want to chase. Those magic 1 charges on Mickey. Now Insania bringing in a healing cell that Mickey thought of his own, plus some shared tangos to keep him nice and healthy.
Precious bump. Denied.
Watson with gloves. Really careful. We haven't really talked about mid lane.
Two Universal Heroes. Our panel seems to be a big fan of Universal Heroes.
A big fan when the Universal Remote came out. You know, share the feeling.
Yeah, Pango is going to be very annoying for Windranger throughout the whole game. We'll use that Rolling Thunder, having Lucky Shot as well. Same goes for pretty much every other hero in this game. I feel like it's a really good Pango game overall, other than, you know, playing into Crystal Maiden, Frostbite, Pit of Malice, but he can't defend self. Stormer, think about stealing the enemy
Radiant are scanning.
Bounty Rune. The scan, we'll get it.
Pretty hard. Combination with Frostbite and Mickey coming in with the Starbreaker. Brings Toby full to half.
Every single time they get close, Star Bomb now 6-second cooldown on that ability. Plus you have Boar, extra slow, extra minus armor, and that Blightstone, and also Blood Grenade. You need to hold this item, I think, in the first 10-15 minutes. It's so good.
I need to get used to more Blood Grenade.
Buy all of them at start.
Best. Watson, Fishman. They're trying to pull a Zai here. He's gone 2-0-2. Level 2 Firestorm dropping down on a Watson, and then that second level Concussive out doesn't leash, but GH still dead. Fishman surviving, but Watson in some trouble. He's got that Frost Shield to fight back, and will get the on a Zai. It's a double kill for Watson, and he'll survive the storm dropped right on top of him.
This time, no double kill for Zai, but they're very low. Fishman probably thinking about maybe denying himself. Ooh, Crystal Maiden. Oh no.
Coming in again, and he likes to move with these mobile
Radiant's
heroes.
middle tower is under attack.
Making his presence felt. He's for 2 and
I just reward.
Good luck killing Pango with Shield Rune and also Shield Crash. Double shield. Shielder on the mid lane. Impossible to kill.
very possible.
Is mine.
38 and 4 to the 36 and Nisha. Definitely a big turnaround for Nisha overall in terms of where the game is at. Home. He's going to go down up into the top lane as Mickey's on a killing.
They want to make a rotation on Slark, I believe. As soon as Dawnbreaker hits that level 6.
Oh no, they're actually going to use it.
Oh, it's better to use it this way. I was wrong. Better to zone out Beastmaster.
Works. For a second.
This is fine. He thought he's going to be able to connect with Crystal Maiden slow, but grenade was not used. 7 minutes in, let's see who gets it. GH manages to steal it. Fishman, the last time around, he was the one who picked it up. That would be pretty big. There's 7 minutes now. It's even... You need to contest this. You can't just leave it there.
Yeah, if you leave it there, then you're asking for problems. As seen in game number 1, right? Like, they took every wisdom rune on the map, right? At least they could get their hand on one. Very different. They have a lot more kills than game.
One of the reasons is also this is not game 1, it's game. So
The number is, and as we talk, game 1 number means different stats. So Fishman with the shield going for GH with the help again from this Lynx.
Radiant's middle tower
Not connecting, and now Fishman's just kind of caught in no man's land. Silenced up and taking some damage, but still not dying. Stormstormer thinking about going in onto the Rolling Thunder. The Swashbuckle with an AD to kill off Insania. And the snipe it out, Fishman.
Nisha having a much better game compared to the previous one. He's not getting rotated on as much as he did in the previous one. doesn't have 4 deaths 5 minutes into the game, which is what happened in the previous one. Definitely feeling himself. Let's see what the item's gonna be. His file is also gonna be refilled. Look at playing around Nisha a lot more in this one. We've seen a Road of Athos being super popular during the major. Set up for your Shackle.
Leashing him. He's not taking much. He's already got the Arcane Boot and the Vanguard. Temporary Underlord
Radiant
scammer
are
myself.
scanning.
I did
Dire are
really
scanning.
like the Vanguard early. There
Radiant's
has been
middle
some
tower is
changes
under attack.
to it, but it still feels pretty strong.
Still a strong item. He was forced to go into Boots of Speed. Gobi. Collecting some Lotuses.
Yeah, but now he's going to be in trouble
Radiant
with the
structures are
Queen's Gate,
fortified.
Firestorm, and the Silence with GH helping out. Toby even using the Roar. Not going to help with escapes, and they might even get themselves a blink. Stormstormer coming into the lane. Senior off to the side, the Rolling Thunder, that lands on a big game, but they will end up losing this game. That kill. Watson coming into the mix. They take out the Dawnbreaker, but it's a 2-for-1 trade at the moment where they're still potentially looking for
Radiant's
GH
middle
if
tower
Watson
has
can
fallen.
chase. While that's going on, Nisha takes the tier 1 mid.
Using that. I don't think he even used Focus Fire. Just was able to get it.
Radiant's
This
middle
opens up.
tower
I
is
don't
under
think
attack.
tier 1 tower on the mid are as important as they were in the previous patch, considering that the map is bigger and also like different entrances that you can have on a mid lane. But it still opens up the map. Let's see, Stormstormer uses Shield Crash.
Dire's
20%.
top tower is under attack.
It's gonna be enough.
And Fear surviving for
Radiant's
a second, but
bottom
Nisha gets the
tower
kill.
is
Now
under
Fishman
attack.
on the run. Liquid with 4 heroes around. They'll make sure to get the second onto the Lich.
A little too aggressive.
take that.
Big timing on side of Entity will be double the Fusil Blade.
This'll
It's
come
so
in
annoying
handy.
to play into. Like, getting your mana burn, not being able to use your abilities. Also, to think about Crystal Maiden Aura, I don't know what to think about this one. You're playing against double Diffusal. Is it a good thing? So you have, like, more mana, which means more damage is being dealt to you.
And right now, just sitting it.
As you should.
Yeah.
I'm just joking. Have mana, but then again, some extra damage could come in very handy. Let's see. Naomi. Trying to stack, but like he's not gonna be able to do it. Messes it up. Skelly Bros. Skeleton Walk.
That's why we're going to see this item in back-to-back.
It's a cheap item. Do a lot of damage. Extra slow as well. But your skeletons can do a little bit more. Having minus armor against with more explosion as well on the side of Tango. Just Fusil Blade. Recipe away from it. How's Slark doing? He has 1 finished.
Yeah, that's good. The double diffusal timing's going to be close. Meanwhile, double smoke here for Nisha and G. Can't find anybody. Go deeper into the Radiant side where Toby's trying to. It's ancient.
Item that Nisha does have a
Radiant's
spark of
top tower
courage. They
is
might be
under
able to
attack.
find him here.
Yeah, they are going to find him. They got the Rod of Atos, and now they're trying down the
Dire's
Mystic
middle
Square.
tower is under
Queen's
attack.
Gate also committed. Watson on the other side to fight the William from Insignia, but the damage coming in with the rolling thunder that
I'll just stay.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Still surviving. So they get the Connor Watson in. They'll take out Zai, so it ends up being a trade. They'll find themselves Cheech as Nisha hiding. Not surviving. Stormstormer getting the kill there on Anisha. They'll focus their attention on the Mickey, who will throw the hammer and get a little bit of distance with that Celestial Hammer. HTP. Oh, the last right click. Thought he was going to get out of that one. They're going to see it back into the fight. They'll use the Frostbite. There's the promo coming from Tommy. They get the Kona Mickey. This is actually going to be 6 heroes because it's Insania coming back into the fight.
Oh man, that Chain Frost actually destroyed him.
Radiant's
Max
bottom
bounces
tower
on
is
it.
under
How much
attack.
damage was that? 3,000 damage coming out from Lich and Pango as well.
God, a Lich's dream.
Just for more.
Who do you even blame there? Like, it's one of those two, but they grouped up together. I guess you should tip each other at that point. But look at that damage from Wind Ranger, Spark of Courage, an item that got a lot of buff in the steep patch. Extra 8 damage on a hero like Wind Ranger, that's quite a lot.
Armor increased from 5 to 7 early on. I mean, that is about armor half, right?
I was thinking about the item that Stormstormer is gonna go for. He's been one of those players that is very innovative when it comes to itemization as well. I see Mantis style. The universal heroes getting damage from all these stats is gonna feel really nice. It also does give you the ability to dodge stuff, get out of like Crystal Maiden Frostbite, which is very annoying, silence from Skywrath Mage, etc. Someone needs to be careful here.
Radiant's middle
And
tower
they're gonna
is
have the
under attack.
Dawnbreaker join the fight. Chain Frost bouncing around once again. Unfortunately, this time goes over to the neutral, so both these heroes will die. 14-minute mark. Wisdom runes. Those are important. Can be both picked up for entity. I feel like they are important when you're getting those lower heroes higher and higher.
Watson was the one who invaded enemy
Radiant's
Tormentor
middle
where he's
tower is
supposed to
under
be.
attack.
Got it, because it has that extra movement speed. Getting levels for his teammates. Lich is level 8 compared to Crystal Maiden, who's only level 6.
Radiant's top tower is
Skywrath
under
Mage is level
attack.
7. And there's a big difference. Kateomi is about to crack level 10.
He is building a nullifier straight up according to his quick eye.
Yeah, that's the build. Like, you can go for something else, like maybe like a Dragon Lance, maybe a Force Staff, which is fine to be able to save your teammates, but it's all about dealing the damage. This is a really scary scaling position for.
Very scary. Damage that he's going to be grabbing with that.
Invisibility!
Got a little bit of vision here on Nisha and GH, but Nisha going invis with that rune, stepping forward towards the rest of his team, and
He also does have one sentry available, so they could potentially go for Nisha.
straight down, and
Have it.
everyone's going to die, but GH traded.
Hav's kept him alive a little bit longer there.
They need a little bit of a change.
He's got an upgrade as well in this patch. Great way to build the item, and it's relatively cheap for what it gives. So now it also absorbs physical spell damage.
You can upgrade that. Appreciate it. Said Stormstormer going into the Manta. He's
I'll
already
take that.
build into it. Buy out that recipe and now just sitting 1900 gold away from the orb.
Very interactive play from Kateomi, stealing XP from Zai here, sitting inside the invis. Maybe thinking about providing vision for Slark. Watson could be the one invading it. There's also Dawnbreaker
Radiant's top tower is
there. Finish
under
things
attack.
off. Didn't talk too much about the
Radiant's
itemization
top
on
tower
Mickey.
has
Pretty
fallen.
standard stuff, I would say, for carry Dawnbreaker. Echo Saber going into Deso next.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So stealing that experience
Never
goes into
mind.
level 10.
Never mind.
R-bomb down.
Yeah, went for BKB instead. Wants to be able to protect himself. That mana burn also now doesn't go through the BKB, which did work
Dire's
in the
bottom
previous
tower
patches.
is under attack.
Every coin helps.
Up now. Two. I feel like he's gonna secretly the fourth core just kind of like shows up and all of a sudden is doing a lot of
Radiant's
damage,
middle
especially
tower
once he
is
gets to
under
6.
attack.
The map is bigger, which means you can also farm these outer rings. You can see him also like hitting enemy
Dire's bottom tower is under
ancients.
attack.
He can farm a lot. Now with Solar Crest plus Orb of Destruction, that's minus 10 armor. Add the Orb of Corrosion from Pango. No, they got here.
Dire's middle
Showing
tower
up.
is under attack.
Stormstormer gonna die and they go for Fishman. This has been a 1-2 punch. They have been landing plenty of times. End up using that Solar Guardian. They drops down Insania's ult as well with the freezing field.
This is why Bango needs some kind of a
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
needs Manta style, maybe needs even a BKB in this game, some kind of a Lotus Orb on his teammates to be able to dispel Gleipnir, Frostbite, long duration silence from Skywrath Mage. I'm not gonna talk too much about Zai either.
Radiant's bottom tower
Chilling,
is under
killing all
attack.
these auras, not
He's in trouble.
Radiant's bottom
Aurora after the BKB, that means Mickey is dead. They'll try to get into the Queen's game, but they haven't reached up. That's the stacks are changing. Nisha, they're going to jump on the other side of the Queen's game. Now they're going to try and fight this. Nisha is going in. He's used the focus fire, placing to the table. He gets him with a power shot. But now, Kobe dead. Is that even going to be enough here for Liquid to try to salvage this one with 4 heroes already dead? It's going to be a full team wipe. Now leashing, swashbuckle, shield crashing, killing off Nisha. Full team wipe here for Entity.
considering that they team wiped them 2 times already.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's just less than a 1k gold lead for Entity, but I feel like they are the ones controlling this game. And look at Naomi, he's the one pushing the tower with all that
Dire's
minus armor, getting
structures
closer
are
and closer to
fortified.
his relic. Then you have Nullifiers that are coming very handy against
Dire's
Savage,
bottom
which is
tower is
dispellable. You can also dispel Medallion of Courage, Solar Crest, that's kind of Mage building, and also Wind Run. Yeah, it's kind of a bug.
He looks like he's shot into that effect, that bug effect. Makes sense with the damage he's starting out, but he's been involved in 15 of the 20 kills in there. GH and Mickey, they came through on the other side of the Fiend's Gate when they had already lost themselves 2 heroes.
Another invis for Nisha. Naomi's cutting things out. They do have Sentry available, so they saw Nisha being invis. Tormentor.
Oh, yeah.
Bad Burning Barrage upgrade. So 65% of his damage. And it also does allow him to farm wave more efficiently. So we'll get to
Radiant
that
are
nullifier
scanning.
eventually.
Question is, Liquid. About to get another Wisdom Rune. They're setting up for their Tormentor Wisdom Rune, and they should be pretty much with these. There's no contest coming in.
Wisdom Rune, Katomi's there. Maybe he was thinking about picking it up, but he's not going to get too close to it.
Now Crystal Maiden with that action.
So guys, fellas, boys, pick it
Dire's
up.
top tower
Hey,
is under
GH,
attack.
we'll get it in the end.
Dire's top tower is falling.
Lose that top tower.
One entity, Toby also holding Helm of the Overlord.
Cage spotted by Naomi. They're gonna go in with the ult to try and save him, but he still dies.
Let's hope for 3 Sacred Relic. He can buy one right now.
Now coming through, there's the man to top of the gun. The Primal Roar with BKB being used by Mickey. They're going to the Rolling Thunder. The Celestial having to try and get to the high ground, but not high enough. Downtown Naomi is just outputting a lot of damage at this point.
Yeah, look at me, I'm the carrier now. This is what Kataomi is saying. He's about to finish off Nullifier, getting those 2 last hits
Dire's
as well,
bottom
getting a
tower
solo
is
kill
under
on
attack.
GH. You want to get rushed. You have auras available. Battler. Inner Beast maxed out. 14 Helm of the Overlord as well.
Roshan has fallen to the
die.
Radiant. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Top end of the map. Leave Toby down here because he's got that Helm of the Overlord pipe. He's got the ability to push with that
Every coin
ancient Black
helps.
Drag. Doing just that. What do you do if you're Liquid?
Dire's middle
Starting to
tower is
slip
under
from their
attack.
grasp, right?
They can't fight them at the moment. I see Windranger trying to buy Aghanim Scepter. 50% physical reduction, invisibility. They're gonna need to invest in the gem. Let's see. Sure. Be more careful here.
There's that Nullifier making an appearance. So far, he's already used it. Actually, Stromberger's going to be a fight. Watch him get about the DPC to the damage. He needs to be a little bit careful. The chain cross bounces around. They get thrown to GH. And they're taking Nullifier thrown once again from this place. The primary lure is used by Toby. That means 3 are dead. His size next on the menu. They ordered 4 courses, and they are going to devour each one.
There's also going to save Aegis on Slark.
Dire's middle tower is under
He's the
attack.
one carrying team pretty much in both of these
Dire's
games,
middle tower
collecting the
has
tips as
fallen.
well. Now going into Orchid next, so he can go for these solo pickoffs.
Dire's structure
He's going
is
to the
fortified.
Ancients, level 16, on position for Blinks.
Dire's
Ion
middle
Underlord,
tower
level
is under
15,
attack.
same Windranger 16. He's higher level than anybody on side of Liquid.
You see,
Dire's
once they
middle
committed
tower
with the
has
Solar
fallen.
Guardian, everybody has to go up, right? Pretty much harm's way with that ulti. And
Dire's bottom tower
Hellfire
is
used
under
twice in
attack.
this fight, and it just feels like, well, with Blinks over to the side and not getting focused, damage output's massive for Entity.
Also, Pango can do, if he gets to roll off, then starts rolling, they can't really stop him. Aghanim Scepter's down now on Pango, level 18, holding the Arcane Rune in the bottle. Also have an Orb of Destruction, so how much minus armor is that? Armor reduction means from Lucky Shot, 3, Orb of Destruction, 11, minus 3 from Orb of Corrosion, minus 14. Supports are gonna melt.
Dire
When you
are
just check the
scanning.
amount of armor that they have, like, everybody's pretty much in negative. Except for Underlord. Windranger's also close, but yeah, if they use the Solar Crest as well, everybody on side of Liquid is in negative armor. They're just gonna melt.
Rotating to try and
Dire's bottom tower
exactly
is
feel
under attack.
Radiant
Are
possible.
scanning.
you could see Blinks stealing their attention while their bottom tier 2 is just dead.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Still me. It was so high. There's a lot of room. Alice, they got the pounce. It reaches up. The road is already reached. The sword guardian's going to be dropped down on top of these heroes. They go to the chainsaw foot. Like, really bouncing. Zai's still going to die here. The attention is now officially from Nick. To the back line, shows Watson and Toby. Look over and get themselves another kill. They both don't have 5 acts.
Dire's structure
And
is
it
fortified.
will break through this high ground when the glyph is over. They choose to stay.
They don't have Mech on their team. I mean, Beastmaster can't buy it, but with this aura from the top of the Overlord,
Insane is dead. Watson with another kill. Two heroes gone. 2 of 5 active. Break through. That means
Are under attack.
Nishio is getting another life. Died. So somebody stop this man.
Dire's bottom barracks
they
has
can't
fallen.
deal with it. They just don't have enough damage at the moment. Look at the heroes dying from Slark, sitting on 20. 9 essence shift and 16 permanent agility at the moment. Look at him go. Solar Crest off of him, Beast
Dire's
Orb.
middle barracks has fallen.
Nisha's
Dire's
courier
middle
kind of
barracks
sitting
has fallen.
mid at the steps. It gives you a feel for what Liquid kind of think in this game or feel in this game, where it's just so I'll just leave that. And there's that orchid and a lifetime supply of mangoes.
A little something extra.
Two mangoes, level 18 now. Skeleton Logs does create 4 Kelly Boys. It's a lot of confusion, a lot of damage also coming up from all these skeletons. You can't focus them down. You don't want to kill these things. This is desperation smoke from Team Liquid. They lose this fight, they pretty much lose the game.
Down 20. For Entity, there's a lot on the line with each game of the DPC. Compared to where Entity make sure that every ounce of will they have to continue and have a success that we can see is going to be felt here as they go after each other. They're going fire off. The right foot from Watson. He's going to pass the leash DH. He's got himself a triple kill. And now on the other side of the fight is Zai as well as Mickey. Mickey's going to try and get back out in the gate, but he just gets hit by the rolling thunder. The ultra kill for Watson and another full team wipe. GG is called an entity with a statement match. Just one series into the DPC, taking on Liquid 2-0.